శాంతి
నిత్యానంద నిత్యానంద
ఆత్మాలయ కాంతి
నిత్యానంద 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 నిత్యనితేశ్వర నిత్యానంద 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 నిత్య సద్గురు నిత్యానంద
హరిహర సాగర
నిత్యానంద
అమృత శేఖర
నిత్యానంద
ద్వైతాద్వైత
నిత్యానంద
త్రిగుణాదీత
నిత్యానంద 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 నిత్యనితేశ్వర నిత్యానంద నిత్య సద్గురు నిత్యానంద
Nithyanandam everyone, and welcome back to today's session of the Nithyananda Yoga. So let us start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dhandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tadvamasthyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Now let us chant the Shiva Mula Mantra 11 times to invoke Paramashiva in us, and we will be chanting the mantra out loud for you to follow along, but please chant the mantra internally without even moving your lips. So let us start. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. 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 Now let us enter into the ritualistic cleansing. Please take your Panchapatram, the traditional cup, and cup your palm, and place one udharini of water, 1 spoon of water at the center of your palm. And at the end of each mantra, at the end of each swadha, please drink the water from the base of your thumb. So let us start. Om Atma Tadvam Shodhayami Swadha. Place another udharini of water at the center of your palm. Om Vidya Tadvam Shodhayami Swadha. Place another udharini of water at the center of your palm. Om Shiva Tadvam Shodhayami Swadha. Wash your hands with 1 udharini of water. And now with the mantra, please wash your lips twice. Wipe your lips twice from right to left. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hands. Now with your index finger, middle finger and your ring finger, please touch your upper lip and your lower lip. Wash your hands. And with your thumb and your index finger, touch your right nostril, your left nostril. With your thumb and your ring finger, touch your right eye, your left eye, your right ear and your left ear. Wash your hands. And now with your thumb and your little finger, please touch your navel center, your right chest, your left chest. And with all the fingers together, please touch the top of your head, your right shoulder, your left shoulder and your heart center. And now we are ready to enter into the Sankalpa mantra, the conscious resolution. During the conscious resolution, during the mantra, visualize what you want to manifest as a reality in your life has already manifested. It is already there in your life and you're already enjoying it. It can be in your health, wealth, relationship, career, in the asanas that you want to have a breakthrough with, whatever it is. Swamiji says there's nothing that is impossible. Everything is possible. Even things that we are not able to imagine, everything is possible. So whatever it is, visualize that it has already manifested in your life. And holding on to this visualization, we're going to chant the Sankalpa mantra. So place your right hand, your right palm on top of your left palm, and place both palms on your right thigh. Om Mamo Patha Samasta Duritakshe Dvara Bhagvat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanande Shri Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagvat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Kripakatakshena Purana Arogya Yukta Dhritagatra Yogika Sharira Siddhyartham Paramashiva Shakti Avishkaranartham Sakutumbasya Jnana Vairagya Jivan Mukti Praptyartham Nithyananda Yoga Bhyasham Karishye. Om Apaparsham. Wash your hands now with 1 uttarini of water. And you can place your Panchapatram away from you. And before we begin today's yoga practice, just a quick reminder that today's yoga practice is for general wellness and education purpose only. Please listen to your body and practice within your own limits. If you have any injuries, if you are pregnant, or if you have any medical conditions, please consult your healthcare professional before practicing. Listen to your doctor, and if at any point of time you are feeling pain, dizziness or discomfort, gently stop and take rest. And now we are ready to enter into the warm-ups. Let's come to a standing position on our mat. And we're going to start with warming up, loosening every joint's muscle in our body. So place your hand on your hips, and we're going to start with rotating our ankle. So let's start with the right ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the other ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now place your palm on your knees. Bend your knees, and we're going to make wide circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now place your hands on your hips. We're going to make wide circles with our hips. Spread your legs apart, wider than your shoulders. Keep your knees straight. Do not bend the knees when we are rotating the hips. Okay, so let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we're going to loosen up our torso. So we're going to swing the torso from right to left, okay? So look at the back. Make sure that you're looking at the back if you know, to make a maximum twist. So let's start. Keep your legs the same position. Do not move your legs, only your torso will be moving. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Good. Now we're going to loosen up our shoulder muscles and joints. So let's start by swinging the arms left and right. I mean up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Good. Now we're going to rotate the shoulders backwards. Keep your hands by your side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now forward direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Now place your hands on your shoulders and we're going to make wide circles with our hands. Make sure that the elbows are touching in front of you so that you know you make the maximum circles. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. All right. Now we're going to rotate the wrists. Place your hands in front of you and let's rotate the wrists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Now point your fingers towards the sky and pull your fingers towards you with the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now point your fingers to the ground. Pull your fingers towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now let's do the same with the other hand. Point your fingers up to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now point your fingers to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Now we're going to loosen up our neck muscles. And so with your right hand, pull your head to the right and feel the stretch to the left side of your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Now we're going to rotate the neck. Be very gentle and slow when you're rotating the neck, okay? So let's start. Clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we are ready to enter into the skeleton dance. So in the skeleton dance, as you know already now, we are going to visualize that we are pure skeleton. We do not have any muscles, no organs, no blood, tissue, skin or hair, nothing. It's just, we're just pure bones, pure skeleton. And holding on to this visualization, we're going to shake our body very intensely. And it is important to not stop at any time during the skeleton dance and do not reduce the intensity. Okay? So hold on to the visualization. Let's take a moment. Visualize, close your eyes, visualize that you are pure skeleton, and we're going to start shaking our body very intensely.
पांडुरंग जय विठ्ठले 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 पांडुरंग जय विठ्ठले 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 नित्यनारायण नित्यानंद नित्यनारायण नित्यानंद नित्यनारायण नित्यानंद नित्यनारायण नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा पांडुरंग जय विठ्ठले 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 पांडुरंग जय विठ्ठले 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 नित्यनारायण नित्यानंद नित्यनारायण नित्यानंद
Catch your breath. Okay, good. Now let us come to a sitting position, and we are ready to enter into the sequence of Nithyananda Yoga.
नित्यानंदाय नमः ಸಾರ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಅರ್ಧನಾರೀಶ್ವರ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಕರುಣಾಮಯ ಮೂರ್ತಿ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಕಮಲಾಲಯ ಕೀರ್ತಿ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಆನಂದ ಪರಶಾಂತಿ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಆತ್ಮಾಲಯ ಕಾಂತಿ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಹರಿಹರ ಸಾಗರ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಅಮೃತ ಶೇಖರ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ದ್ವೈತಾದ್ವೈತ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ತ್ರಿಗುಣಾದೀತ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಪೂರನ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗಮದಾರನ ಪೂರನ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗಮದಾರನ ಆದಿಗುರುನಾಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಚತುರ್ವೇದ ಸರ್ವ ಸಂರಕ್ಷಕ ಸನ್ಮಾರ್ಗ ನಾಯಕ ಮಹಾಭಾವೇನ ಲಿಂಗೋದ್ಭವೇನ ಆನಂದ ರೂಪೇಣ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಯೋಗ ರೂಪೇಶ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಜೀವ ಜೀವೇಶ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಜ್ಞಾನ ದೇವೇಶ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದಾಯ ನಮಃ ಗುರುವೇ ಚರಣಂ ನಿತ್ಯ ಗುರುವೇ ಚರಣಂ 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 ಸಪ್ತಗಿರೀಶ್ವರ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಶ್ರೀ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ವರ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಅರುಣಗಿರೀಶ್ವರ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
ಅರುಣಾಚಲೇಶ್ವರ
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ
Nithyanandam and welcome back. So now we are going to be continuing with the sequence of the Trithiya Vinyasa Krama, which is the sequence of the 508 asanas. And today we are going to be continuing with asana 457, which is Viparita, asana 458, which is Chaturanga Dandasana. So in this asana, we are going to be coming onto our stomach, and we are going to be placing the hands next to the chest. The palms flat on the ground and the toes on the ground. So the toes will be pointing down on the ground, and we are going to be raising our body just above the mat. Okay, so we're going to be maintaining this position as if we are hovering above the mat. Okay, and here we are going to visualize ourselves as a sturdy wooden stick or staff. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Make sure that your spine is straight, your body is straight. Continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and we're going to be performing the Jiva Kumbhaka here, and gaze internally inwards.
Chaturanga Dandasana. Viparitam mandalam cha dvidvai vividam hinaha dandasanam dvida proktam viparitopaveshane sarvanga shirsha bhagastu shatshashti pratitastute.
Good. Relax. And now we are going to be entering into the next asana, which is Niranjana Karmasana. So here we're going to come to Balalingasana, the baby pose. And now we're going to be placing both the hands on the ears and wave the forehead touching the ground. And continue with the Jiva Kumbhaka here. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. And here with the exhalation, you are going to be sucking your stomach in and up. This is the Udhyana Bandha. Gaze powerfully inwards and visualize that you have no karma. This is Niranjana Karmasana.
Atha Niranjana Karmasanam Balako Garbhashayanam Shayam Tishtet Sanchuto Yata Tatha Garbhasane Yogi Niranjavidam Bhajet.
Good. Relax, and now let's enter into Danda Mayurasana, asana number 460. So in this asana, we are going to be placing both the hands firm on the ground, your fingers pointing towards you. And now you're going to bring your elbows together at the navel. Okay? Bring your elbows together at the navel. And we are going to balance on the elbow, so your legs will be straight. So try to lift your legs up. And in this asana, visualize that you are a peacock. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham and gaze powerfully inwards. Here we have a new pranayama, which is the Sama Kumbhaka. So here you're going to forcefully move the retained prana through all the limbs of your body in the downwards direction and the upward direction with the mind. So this is the Jiva Kumbhaka. Breathe in deeply through your nose, retain the prana, and with the mind, move the prana to all parts of your body, downwards direction and upward direction. So let's try this asana.
Mayuram Dandavat Kuryan Mayuram Dandanamakam Kuryan Mayuram Parshvabhya Mayura Parshvanamakam.
Yes. Relax. And now let's enter into the next asana, which is Pangu Mayurasana. So in this asana is similar to the previous asana, except that here we are going to be placing the only one hand will be on the ground. So we will start with placing the left hand on the ground, the fingers pointing towards you, pointing backwards, and we're going to bring the elbow to the navel, all right? And the other hand will be placed on your wrists, okay? And we're going to be again balancing onto the elbow. The legs will be lifted off, and if you need more support for this asana, you can place the other elbows on the ground. You can place your right elbow on the ground and then lift from here. So the other components will remain the same. Continue with the to lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha, chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. The visualization also is the same. Visualize that you're a peacock and gaze powerfully inwards and continue with the Sama Kumbhaka. So let's start.
मयूरासनवः संस्थाप्य एकेन हस्तेन एकस्य हस्तस्य मणिबन्धं धारयेत् पङ्गुमयूरं भवति.
Good. Relax. And now we're going to be performing Pangu Mayurasana on the other side. So this time place your right hand on the ground, fingers pointing backwards towards you, and your left hand will be holding onto your wrists, right wrists, and place the elbow to your navel center, your right elbow to the navel center. Extend your leg and try to raise your leg up. Let's start.
मयूरासनवत् संस्थाप्य एकेन हस्तेन एकस्य हस्तस्य मणिबन्धं धारयेत् पङ्गुमयूरं भवति.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into the next asana. The next asana is Jnanasana. So in Jnanasana, come to a sitting position. And now we are going to be placing the sole of the left foot on the ground to the right side of the groin. And we are going to be placing the right foot backwards outside of the right hip. All right? So place the right foot backwards outside of the right hip. Place your hands on your knees. And here we are going to be engaging all the three bandhas called the Mahamudra Bandha. So first, lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Suck your stomach in and up with the exhalation, and tuck your chin to the chest. This is the Jarandhara Bandha. We are going to be continuing with the Sama Kumbhaka and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Visualize that the Hindu god of knowledge, Saraswati, Goddess Saraswati, is blessing you. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards.
अथान्यदासनं कृत्वा सर्वव्याधिविनावरणं योगाभ्यासे भवेत् क्षिप्रं ज्ञानास.
All right, under the left armpit. Powerfully inwards. Chant Om Nithyananda. Powerfully inwards. Chant Om Nithyananda and gaze at your third eye and visualize that you have no karma. Continue with this Sama Kumbhaka.
अथ जठराग्निसन्दीपनं गुल्मप्लीहा सुलाहरकुब्जिकासनं किञ्चिर्यद् शक्तिमसंस्थाप्य जानुर्मूर्ध्वं धृत्वा सम्पर्वतनेन कक्षमूले पादमब्धायादिष्टेत एतत् पीठं कुब्जिकं वह्निकारी.
Good. Relax. And now the next asana, asana number 465, which is Bharajwasana. So here we're going to be keeping the right heel outside of the right hip, and we're going to place the left foot on top of the right thigh. All right? And now we're going to be bringing the left hand around the back, and we're going to be catching hold of the left foot. Yes, so bring your left hand around the back and catch hold of your left foot. Your left foot is on top of your right thigh, and we are going to be placing the right hand to the outside of the left thigh, and we're going to be twisting the body to the left. Gaze at your third eye as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Lock your perineum in the Moola Bandha. Chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Continue with the Sama Kumbhaka and visualize Lord Kartikeya, the ruler of planet Mars.
उत्तानकूर्मपितै च सैंहं गरुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भरद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Virasana 5. So now we're going to be keeping again the right heel will remain on the outside of the right hip, and we're going to be placing now the left heel on the navel. The toes will be towards the chest. Your left heel will be on the navel and the toes towards the chest, and place both the hands on the respective knees. If you need to hold on to your left heel to the navel, you can hold it with your left hand, and the other hand, the right hand, the other hand can be on the respective knee. Okay? So here we will continue with the Sama Kumbhaka. So breathe in deeply, hold on to the breath, and with your mind move the breath, move the prana to all parts of your limbs, downward direction and upward direction. Lock your perineum in the Moola Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and visualize that you are embodying the state and the space of bravery. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. This is Virasana 5.
एकं पादमथ कस्मिन् विन्यासे दूरे संस्थितम् इतरसिंहस्तथा पश्चाद्वीरासनमृतम्.
Okay, good. Now relax. And let's enter into Bhairu Asana 2. So in Bhairu Asana 2, we're going to be placing the perineum on the right heel. Okay? So bring your right heel under your perineum. Bring your right heel under the perineum, and then place the left heel on your navel. Toes will be towards the chest. Okay? Now we are going to be interlocking the fingers, and we're going to be stretching both the hands upwards. Yes. So here continue with the Sama Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Moola Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Visualize yourself as the head of a wolf pack or another beast of prey.
मूलद्वारटिकी बेसे इक धेरे वामपाद गूढ़ो औंदे करे एडी अग्रगूढ़ा तरे तरे ऊर्ध्वचित्ति अंगुष्ठ थरिगकारे गुलपा वारिलो कुल आने पुनः माल्लो भूपरिताने भूह परिचरण दाहिनो जोई हृदय आने लगावे सोई.
Good. Relax. And now we're going to enter into Baddha Matsyendrasana. So here we are going to be sitting with the left foot on top of the right thigh. Okay? So the left foot will be on top of the right thigh, and we're going to be placing the right foot over the top and to the side of the right knee, to the other knee. Okay? So now we're going to be twisting the body towards the raised knee. So twist the body towards the raised knee, and we're going to be wrapping the arms around the knee and clasping the hands behind. Yes. So here we're going to be continuing with the Sama Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Visualize the great sage and yogi Matsyendranath, the founder of the Hatha Yoga. Gaze at the tip of your nose. Gaze at your third eye.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्डरुग्मण्डलकण्डनस्त्र अभ्यासतः कुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दण्डस्थिरत्वं हि ददाति पुंसाम्.
Good. Relax. And now the next asana is Jnanasana, repeated on the other side. So this time we are going to be bringing the left heel to the back in the backward direction, and the left heel will be on the outside of the left hip. All right? And the right foot will be placed to the groin, next to the groin. All right? Place your hands on your respective knees. Place your hands on your respective knees, and we'll be engaging all the three bandhas here. One is the Mula Bandha, lock your perineum. Second is the Udhyana Bandha, where you will be sucking your stomach in and up with the exhalation. Third is the Jalandhara Bandha, lock your chin to your chest. And here we will continue with the Sama Kumbhaka and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gaze at the tip of your nose, as well as gaze powerfully inwards and visualize the goddess of God, the goddess of knowledge, Saraswati. Let's all enter into this asana, Jnanasana.
अथान्यदासनं कृत्वा सर्वव्याधिविनारणं योगभ्यासो भवेत् क्षिप्रं ज्ञानासनप्रसादतः दक्षपादोर्मूले च वामपादतलामतः दक्षपादतलं दक्षिपार्श्वे संयोज्य धारयेत्.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into Kubjikasana on the other side. So now we're going to be lifting the right heel to the chest, and the foot will be pointing in the upward direction. Yes. Now we're going to be placing the foot under the right armpit. Place the right foot under the right armpit and hold on to the foot. Visualize that you have no karma. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Continue with the Sama Kumbhaka. Gaze at your third eye as well as gaze powerfully inwards.
अथ जठराग्निसन्दीपनं गुल्मप्लिः शूलहरकुज्जिकासनं किञ्चियत् शक्तिमाताप्य जानुर्मूर्ध्वं धृतासं पर्वतनेन कक्षमूले पादमदयादाय तिष्ठेत् एतत् पीठं कुब्जिकं वह्निकरी.
Very good. Relax. And now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Bharajvasana, repeated on the other side. So now we're going to be keeping the left heel will be outside of the left hip, and we're going to be placing the right foot on top of the left thigh. Now we're going to be bringing the we're going to be bringing the right hand around the back and holding on to the right foot, and place the left hand on your right thigh. Gaze at your third eye as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Continue with the Sama Kumbhaka and visualize Lord Kartikeya, the ruler of planet Mars.
उत्तानकूर्मपिते च सैंहं गरुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भरद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
Good. Relax. Now let's enter into the next asana, which is Virasana 5 on the other side. So now we're going to be keeping the left heel. We're going to be keeping the left heel behind, and we're going to be now placing the right heel on the navel. The toes will be towards the chest, and hands will be on the respective knees. All right, your hands will be on your respective knees. And here we're going to visualize ourselves embodying the state and the space of bravery. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Continue with the Sama Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let's all try this asana, Virasana 5.
एकं पद्मासनं कस्मिन् विन्यसे दुरि संस्थितम् इतरसमस्तता पश्चाद्वीरासमरतीरतम्.
Good. Relax. Now let's enter into Bhairu Asana 2. So we'll maintain the same position, except that now we're going to be interlocking the fingers and raising both the hands upwards. Okay, and here we're going to be visualizing ourselves as the head of a wolf pack or another beast of prey. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Continue with the Sama Kumbhaka and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Let's all try this asana.
भैरवासना मूलद्वारिटकी बेसे इक धरे वामपादगूढो ऊंदे करे एडी अग्रगूढ़ा तरी धरे ऊर्ध्वचित्ती अंगुष्ठ तरी करे.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into Bhada Matsyendrasana on the other side. So we're going to be sitting with the right foot will be on top of the left thigh, and now we're going to be placing the left foot over top and to the side of the left knee. Okay, and now we're going to be twisting the body towards the raised knee. Wrap your arms around the raised knee and clasp your hand behind the back. And here we're going to be continuing with the Sama Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham and gaze at your third eye as well as gaze powerfully inwards and visualize the great sage and yogi Matsyendranath, the founder of the Hatha Yoga.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्डरुग्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्र अभ्यासतः कुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दण्डस्थिरत्वं हि ददातु पुंसाम्.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Baddha Konasana. So here we're going to be sitting and bringing the soles of the feet together. Bring the soles of your feet together and interlace your fingers. This is the Parusha Mudra. And wrap your interlaced fingers around your toes. Keep your elbows straight here. Yes. And gaze at the tip of your nose. Gaze at the tip of your nose and visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, in your inner space. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Here we have a new pranayama, which is the Shanta Kumbhaka. So here we are going to be restraining the Vayu inside of us and visualize the presence of the Vayu inside and around the body. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, hold on to the Vayu, to the air, and visualize the presence of the Vayu, the air inside your body and outside of your body. So let's all enter into this asana. Let's all enter into Baddha Konasana.
पद्मं ब्रह्मस्तथा सैदं स्वस्तिकं व्रजासनं भद्रकोणं भद्रपष्टं मूलबन्धं तथैव च.
Good. Relax. And now the next asana is Bhadrasana 4. In Bhadrasana 4, we are going to be bringing the heels to the perineum. So the soles of your feet will be together and bring both the heels to the perineum. Place your right hand on top of the heel and then place the left hand on top of the right hand. Okay? Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Visualize yourself as Lord Veerabhadra. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Here we'll continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka.
वृषणानि नीचे शिवनीन दाबा पगमं दाबा पगनी एडी पगने उलटावीने राखा राखावी आने शिवनीन जमना बगमं जमना पगनी एडी पगने उलटा राखावी नेबाम्न.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Yoni Asana. So here we are going to be turning the toes inwards and down. Okay? So we're going to keep the heels under the perineum and the toes will be turned inwards and down under the perineum. Okay? And now you're going to be sitting with knees, gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Visualize the Yoni Mandala, which is the symbol of the creative energy of the universe. Continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let's all enter into this asana.
पादौ समील्य पादाग्रे अधरपार्श्निघादाध आनीय पादतलो संविश्चेत् योन्यासनं भवति.
Good. Relax. Now we'll enter into Ghorakshasana and Bhadrasana. So now maintain the same position the same feet position, and place your hands on your knees, respective knees. And here we are going to visualize the great sage Gorakhnath. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. We'll continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Here we'll be engaging all the three bandhas, the Mahamudra bandha. Lock your perineum in the Mula bandha, suck your stomach in and up with the exhalation in the Udhyana bandha, and tuck your chin to your chest in the Jarandhara bandha.
भद्रासनं सुखं स्थाप्य विपरीते तु द्वे पदे अनेन यदि कुर्यञ्चेत् कामदहनं भवेत्.
Good. Relax. Now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Kamadahanasana. So here we'll be sitting and bringing the heels to the perineum. Okay? And we're going to be interlacing the fingers here. We're going to be interlacing the fingers behind us and hold on to the feet firmly with the interlaced fingers. Visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is burning up all your patterns with his love. Continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka, lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha, gaze at your third eye as well as gaze powerfully inwards, and continue to chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let's all enter into this asana.
भद्रासनं सुखं स्थाप्य विपरीते तु द्वे पदे अनेन यदि कुर्यञ्चेत् कामदहनं भवेत्.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into Supta Baddha Konasana. So in Supta Baddha Konasana, we're going to be bringing the soles of the feet together, and now we're going to be turning the feet towards the navel, and we're going to be pressing the feet against the stomach, and we're going to be now holding on to the neck. Okay, so keep the elbows together here, the feet, try to bring the feet to the navel, your toes pointing upwards, and hold on to your neck, your elbows together. Visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. And we're going to continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
महामुद्रा भद्रकोणो ताडासन विभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्वत्नी पतिप्रिया.
Good. Relax. And now the next asana is Bedakasana 2. So we'll maintain the same position where your feet will be towards your navel and hold on to your neck and the elbows together. Here we are going to be gazing at the third eye. Gaze at the third eye as well as gaze powerfully inwards, and visualize yourself as a frog. The other components remain the same. Continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka, lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally.
ध्यायेदि चित्पदं भ्रान्तमासनस्थ सुखाय च यदि सर्वाङ्गमुत्तोल्य गगने केचरासनं महाबेकासनं प्रोक्तं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकं महाविद्यां महामन्त्रां प्राप्नोति जपति हया.
Good. Relax. Now the next asana, which is Bhagasana 2. So in Bhagasana 2, we are going to be bringing the soles of the feet together, and now we're going to try to touch the navel with the toes. Okay, try to touch the navel with the toes and place the respective hands on the knees. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham and continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka. Here visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
पग उलटा मोड़ी बेसे पगा आ का माहिल गुलपा कूला पासत लगावे पाचे पगतल्या की पिष्टि हाथ स्यो मोड़ी जग बारली काने आन पगतली पिष्टि लगावे.
Good. Relax. And now the next asana is Siddhi Jivi Asana. So here we are going to be, again, we're going to be bringing the soles now together at the perineum. So bring your soles as close as possible to your perineum, and we're going to be raising the toes upwards, and we're going to be keeping the heels on the ground. Okay, so try to raise your soles upward and keep the heels on the ground here. And we are going to be placing the hands on the respective knees. Gaze at the tip of your nose and gaze powerfully inwards, and visualize yourself as living the life of a perfected yogi. Continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha as well as suck your stomach in and up with the exhalation. This is the Udhyana Bandha. Continue to chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let's all enter into this asana.
पगा को सोजो जाई.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Pani Patrasana. In Pani Patrasana, we'll maintain the same leg position, and now we're going to be placing the hands in the Anjali Mudra in front of us, in front of the chest. And here visualize yourself as a source of water. Continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Let's all try this asana.
नाभो संस्थाप्य गुल्पो च तन्मध्ये करपत्रतं शनैर्यत्नेन कुर्वीत पानिपत्रं तदुच्यते.
Good. Relax. And now the next asana, which is Shapta Rishi Asana. So here we are going to be bringing both the feet under the respective armpits. Okay, bring both the feet under the respective armpits. If you are not able to bring both the feet, that is okay. Just bring one of the feet under the respective armpits. All right, whichever leg you are able to. And then we're going to we're going to interlock our fingers, and we're going to be placing the interlocked fingers above the head.
दो पगा के पगतले तिनके लायके.
So in this asana, we're going to visualize ourselves as one of the 7 Shaptarshis. Gaze at the tip of your nose and as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally and lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka. You can relax. And now let us enter into Suktyasana. So in Suktyasana, yes, you can relax, and we'll enter now into Suktyasana. So as you can see here in the picture, in Suktyasana, we're going to rise up onto the knees, and then we are going to bend the legs inwards. We're going to be bending the legs inwards, the heels touching one another at the groin. So come onto your knees and bend the knees inwards. Touch the heels at the groin area. And here keep the hands, you're going to now be keeping the hands on the ankles. And hold on to the feet in place. We are going to visualize ourselves as a pearl born from the womb of an oyster. Gaze powerfully inwards and continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let's all enter into this asana.
पार्ष्णिभ्यां पार्ष्णिनाभो संस्थाप्य जङ्घावहि प्रदेशने समीलयच्छृक्यासनं भवति.
Good. You can relax. And now we'll enter into Sthirasana. In Sthirasana, we are going to be sitting in Padmasana. So bring your legs on top of the opposite thigh. Sit in Padmasana. And now we are going to be placing the hands interlocked in front of the chest. Okay? Place the hands interlocked in front of the chest, and now we're going to be leaning forward and pressing the hips down. And we're going to be sticking the head up, and we're going to be lifting the head up and sticking the tongue out. Gaze at the tip of, gaze at your third eye, as well as gaze powerfully inwards. And in this asana, we are going to just sit and be in the space of oneness with Swamiji, with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and continue with the Shanta Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let's all try this asana, Sthirasana.
जमनुम पगने पने धाबा पगनी आगनी चे रखिने आने दाबा पगने पने जमनो पगनी नागनी चे रखिने बेसावुम अर्थात पालोंति वालिने बेशवुम तेरुपुरासनम स्थिरासनम कहे वायजे.
Good, you can relax. And now we'll enter into asana 488, which is Ambujasana. In Ambujasana, we're going to continue to remain in Padmasana. Place your palms on your respective knees. And here we are going to be performing a new kumbhaka, a new pranayama, which is the Kaka Changu Kumbhaka. So here we are going to be rolling our tongue in between the lips, and we are going to be drawing in the air through the lips. Okay, so the lips will be like the beak of a crow. We're going to be drawing air through the lips that is rolled in between the tongue. Okay, this is Kaka Changu Kumbhaka, and here we are going to be engaging two bandhas. One is the Mula Bandha, lock your perineum, and the second is the Udhyana Bandha. Suck your stomach in and up with the exhalation. Visualize yourself a bone from a lotus flower, And gaze at the tip of your nose gaze at your third eye as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Continue with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally.
Bhujasana. Apanamutthapya saine swastika pranam samkrishya shakumbakam charet dritva yatskrinachurchedane vayum khadagnam smrita ambujasanam.
Good. Relax. And now the next asana, which is Kamalasana. So in Kamalasana, we are going to be sitting in the same position in Padmasana. Now we are going to be we're going to be placing the arms, the palms on the opposite knees. And here we are going to be continuing with the Kaka Chanku Kumbhaka. The visualization is the same. Visualize that you're born from a lotus flower. And the bandhas also remain the same. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and suck your stomach in and up with the Udhyana Bandha. And gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Tatra Kaulasanam Kritva Athava Kamalasanam Mahavidya Mahamantram Japtva Lingama Vapnuyat.
Very good. Relax. And now we will enter into Uttamangasana. In Uttamangasana, we are going to be sitting with the legs on the opposite thigh. So we are going to be maintaining Padmasana. Now we are going to be lowering the head to the ground. Your arms will be extended in front of you. Arms will be extended in front of you. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and continue with the Kaka Chanku Kumbhaka. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let us all enter into this asana. Very good. Relax, rise up. And now the next asana is Padmasana 5. So we're going to remain seated in Padmasana. Remain seated in Padmasana. Yes. And now interlace your fingers on top of your head. So you are forming an arc with your arms. And now you are going to be turning your head to the right and you're going to be gazing at your armpit. You're going to be also be gazing powerfully inwards. Visualize that Lord Shiva, Paramashiva, is blessing you and making you experience great peace. Continue with the Kaka Chanku Kumbhaka. So roll your tongue between your lips and draw in air through your tongue. And breathe out through your nose. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and suck your stomach in and up in the Udhyana Bandha with the exhalation. Chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yes, so let us all try this asana.
उपरविश्यासने सम्यग् बाहु कृत्तिवर्धकुञ्चितो कक्षोश्रं निमनः कुर्वन् समम् आयति तालयात्.
Good. Relax. Now let us enter into the next asana, which is Kulyasana. In Kulyasana, we are going to be seated in Padmasana again. And now we are going to be placing the right hand on the forehead and the left hand will be behind the neck. Alright? And visualize a river of Shakti, the conscious energy which is flowing into you through the Sahasrara chakra, through the crown chakra which is at the top of your head. Gaze at your third eye as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Continue Idikaka Chunkukumbaka, lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ कुल्यासनं वक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा कौलिको भवेत् एकहस्तं मस्तकस्थोऽधः शीर्षे बिनेगे करम्.
Good. You can relax. And now the next asana is Divyasana. In Divyasana, now we are going to be wrapping. So we're going to be seated in Padmasana again. And we are going to be wrapping the hand around the back. And we are going to be holding on to the left elbow. So hold on to the left elbow. Alright. So with your right hand, wrap your right hand around the back and hold on to the left elbow. And now the left hand will be placed on the stomach. The left hand will be placed on the stomach. And now we're going to be leaning forward and we're going to be touching the nose to the ground. Okay. So in this asana, we are going to visualize that all the celestial gods and goddesses are blessing us. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards internally.
अथ दिव्यासनं वक्ष्ये पृष्ठं हस्तेन बन्धयेत् एकहस्तमध्ये देशं भूमिहस्तं च नासय.
Good. Relax. Rise up. And now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Padmasana 5 repeated on the other side. So remain seated in Padmasana. Interlace your fingers and place your hand on top of your head. Now you're going to be gazing, turning your head to the left and gazing at your left armpit. And here you will visualize that Lord Shiva is blessing you, making you experience great peace. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha as well as suck your stomach in and up with the exhalation. We're going to continue with the Kaka Chanku Kumbhaka here and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally.
उपविश्यासने सम्यग् बाहु कृत्विर्धकुञ्चितो काक्ष्यों निमनः कुर्वान् समम् आयति तालया.
And now we'll enter into Kulyasana repeated on the other side. So remain seated again in Padmasana, and now we are going to be placing the left hand on the forehead and the right hand will be behind your neck. We are going to visualize a river of Shakti, the conscious energy that is flowing into you through the Sahasrara chakra, through the crown chakra. Gaze at your third eye and continue to perform the Kaka Chanku Kumbhaka and lock your perineum in the Moola Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally.
अथ कुल्यासनं वक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा कौलिको भवेत् एकहस्तं मस्तकस्थोद शीर्षबिनगे करम्.
Good. Relax. And now we are going to be entering into Divyasana, repeated on the other side. So now we are going to be wrapping the left hand around us and hold around the back and hold on to the right elbow. And so hold on to your right elbow with your left hand around behind the back, and the right hand will be on your stomach. Now you're going to bend forward and you're going to touch the nose to the ground. Visualize that all the gods and goddesses are blessing you. Continue with the Kakachankukumbhaka, lock your perineum in the Moola Bandha, and here you're going to be gazing at the tip of your nose. Continue to chant internally, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let us all try this asana.
दिव्यासनं वक्ष्ये पृष्ठं हस्तेन बन्धयेत् एकहस्तमध्यदेशं भूमिहस्तं च नासय.
Good. Relax. You can rise up. And now we'll enter into Pavanasana. In Pavanasana, remain seated in Padmasana. Now interlace your fingers and place both the hands on top of the navel. Now we are going to be continuing with the Kakachankukumbhaka. Lock the perineum with the Moola Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize here that your body has become completely purified. Gaze at your third eye. Let's all try this asana.
अथान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये साधकानां हिताय वै पावनासरूपो केचरो योगिरात् भवेत् स्थित्वा बद्धासनं धीरो नादभे हृदकारद्वयम् उद्वार्मोदः पिबेद् वायुं निदूरयेत् यामाविले. Very good. Relax. Now the next asana is Valgulyasana. So in Valgulyasana, we are going to remain seated in Padmasana, and now we are going to be bring the hands in between the legs. So bring the hand in between the legs, okay? And now we are going to be bending the elbows. So bring the hands in between the legs, bend the elbows, and hold on to the back of your neck. Hold on to the back of your neck. And visualize yourself as a bat. Here we have a new pranayama, which is the Ujjayi pranayama. So you're going to be constricting your stomach slightly. Breathe in and breathe out, producing the sound of an ocean. Lock your perineum in the Moola Bandha, as well as we're going to be tucking the chin to the chest and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Look at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inward. So let's all try this asana. Valgulyasana. अथ भूरिभूतस्य पाचनं सद्योजारमूलसुधौ वाल्गुल्यासनं स्थित्वा समं शरीर्ये तृणकृत्वा वाकङ्क्षर्वो राम्ध्रध्वर्योद स्वकारकपूरुको विधाय बद्ध्वा बद्ध्वोर्ध्वपाणितालयुङ् युग्मता उत्तमङ्ग पार्श्वगल्यस्य कालये उपरपकारम् uparaprakaramam.
Good. Relax. And now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Parasarama Asana 2. So we're going to be coming to the same position where we are going to be crossing the legs in Padmasana, and we're going to be bringing the hands in between the legs, bending the elbows and holding to the back of the neck. Here the difference is the bandha and the visualization. So we're going to be visualizing Lord Rama in our inner space. We're going to be locking our perineum in the Mula Bandha, and we are going to be engaging the Udhyana Bandha, where we are going to be sucking the stomach in and up with the exhalation. Continue to perform the Ujjayi Pranayama and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards.
Atha Parasharamasana Pratamakare Padmasana Ache Sudoso Ve Bhuparipache Go U Waruje Geye Do Ubu So Lagate Rane Soye.
Good. Relax. Yes, now let us enter into Garbha Pindasana. Yes, in Garbha Pindasana, again we are going to be entering into the same position. So be seated in Padmasana. Bring your hands in between your legs. Bring your hands in between your legs and bend your elbows. And now the difference is here we are going to be placing the hands over the ears. All right, we're going to be placing the hands over the ears, and now we are going to be rolling onto the back. We're going to be rolling forward and backward, making actually one full circle. All right, so we're going to be rolling and making one full circle. If you're not able to make one full circle, that is okay. Just roll, try to roll on your back and gain momentum. And while you're doing this asana, visualize that you are generating unlimited potential energy. Okay, and gaze at the tip of your nose while you're doing this asana, and continue with the Ujjayi Pranayama. And lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. So let's all try this asana. Try to just rock yourself in this asana and gain the potential energy.
Mayuram Pinchamayuram Padmapita Samanvitam Kaukutam Garbha Pindam Cha Kaurmam Yoga Narasimhakam.
Yes, good. Relax. Now you can come to a sitting position. And now let us enter into the next asana. The next asana is asana 501, which is Simhasana. So in Simhasana, we are going to be keeping the legs crossed in Padmasana. Keep the legs crossed in Padmasana. Now we're going to be placing the hands on the mat in front of the body. All right, and we're going to be leaning forward, pressing the hips down, and lift your heads up, and now stick your tongue out. Gaze at the tip of your gaze at your third eye, as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Visualize that you are embodying the state and the space of a lion. Stick your tongue out and continue with the Ujjayi Pranayama. Lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and chant internally Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So let's all enter into this asana.
Uttana kurmipetam cha saimham garudameva cha vatayanam gomukam cha bharadvajam trivikramam.
Good. Relax. And now we will enter into the next asana, which is Urdhva Kukutasana. So in Urdhva Kukutasana, we are going to be remain seated in Padmasana, your legs crossed and on top of the opposite thighs. Now we're going to be placing the hands flat on the mat, and we are going to be lifting the legs up. Visualize yourself as a rooster. Continue with the Ujjayi Pranayama and lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally and gaze forward. This is Urdhva Kukutasana.
ऊर्ध्व कुक्कुटवासिष्ठ मरीचिहलमत्सकं परिवृत्तिं चोदरस्य विविधं धनुरासनम्.
Very good. Relax. And now next asana is Padmasana 6. So remain seated in Padmasana. Now bring your feet, both the feet, as close to your hips as possible. All right? Bring them close to your hips as possible. And now with the prana mudra, with the index finger and the middle finger, we are going to be holding on to the opposite toes behind from the back. So we're going to be crossing the hands behind us, and we're going to be holding on to the opposite toes. All right? And in this asana, visualize yourself as a lotus flower. Gaze at the tip of your nose and continue with the Ujjayi Pranayama. Here we're going to be engaging two bandhas. One is the Mula Bandha, lock your perineum, and the second bandha is the Jarandhara Bandha, where you're going to be tucking your chin to your chest. All right? And continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. So let's all try this asana. Don't forget to gaze at the tip of your nose.
अत पद्मासनं वामोरूपादक्षिणं च चरणं संस्थाप्य वामं ततः दक्षोरुपरि पश्चिमेन वेदीन धृत्वा कराभ्यां दृढम् अङ्गुष्ठहृदये निधाय चुबुकं नासाग्रमवलोकयेत् एतद् दिव्या नक्षाकारी यमिनां पद्मासनं प्रोच्यते.
Very good. Relax. And now we'll enter into the next asana, which is Baddha Padmasana. So we're going to be remaining in the same position, your legs in Padmasana and holding on to the opposite toes from the back with the Prana Mudra. Here visualize yourself as a lotus flower. Continue with the Ujjayi Pranayama. Now we're going to be locking the perineum in the Mula Bandha, and we're going to be engaging the Uddiyana Bandha. So suck your stomach in and up with the exhalation. Remember to gaze at the tip of your nose and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally.
पद्मासनं सुसंस्थाप्य तादाङ्गुष्ठो कुष्ठाद्वयं पुनः वृत्क्रमेणैव हस्ताभ्यां बद्धपद्मासनं भवेत्.
Very good. Relax. Now let's move to the next asana, Padmasana 7. So in Padmasana 7, now we're going to be sitting in Padmasana. Now we're going to be bringing the hands on the either side of the neck. Okay? So we're going to be bringing the hands. So hold on to your neck, right? And here we're going to be gently pressing the Vijnana Nadis, right? So press here we're going to be pressing the chin to the chest as well. And we're going to be locking the perineum in the Mula Bandha. Gaze at the tip of your nose as well as gaze powerfully inwards. Continue with the Ujjayi Pranayama and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva and renouncing the society of men.
पद्मासनस्थिता योगी जनसङ्गविवर्जितः माङ्गुल्यभ्यं निरोधयेत् शक्तिर्द्य कुरुते योगी पापौघं नशयेद्भवं तस्यासन्मध्यमे वायो प्रवेशो नत्र संशयः.
Very good. Relax. And now let's enter into asana 506, which is Urdhva Padmasana. So here we're going to be remain seated in Padmasana, and here we're going to be coming onto our back. We're going to be lying on the back, and we're going to be lifting the hips up, and we are going to be keeping the hands on the lower back. So here we are going to be engaging, we're going to be performing the Murcha Kumbhaka. Murcha Kumbhaka is when the chin is locked to the chest and you're going to be breathing while the chin is locked to the chest. So here we're going to be engaging the Mula Bandha, lock your perineum, and the Jalandhara Bandha, where your chin will be locked to your chest. Visualize yourself as an inverted lotus flower and gaze at the tip of your nose and continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally.
Pratama Ardha Padmasanaani Pete Bese Pachisu Sui Matum Beye Parirake Kedane Bamne Hatana Adarate Unche Karite Palonte Adar Upadira Kavite Urdhva Padmasana Kaheva Yache.
Good. Relax. And now the next asana is Parvatasana 2. So we're going to remain seated in Padmasana. Now lie down. So lie down on your back in Padmasana. So lie down on the back. And we are going to be placing the hands behind the head. Here visualize yourself as a mountain range standing stably for thousands of years. We are going to be performing the Sahaja Kumbhaka here, where you're just going to be breathing in and out normally through your nose. And here we will engage all the three bandhas, the Mahamudra Bandha. So lock your perineum in the Mula Bandha and suck your stomach in and up with the exhalation and tuck your chin to your chest. Continue to chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham and gaze at the tip of your nose. Okay, let's all try this asana.
Pakshe Mahadeva Parvatasana Mangalam Yat Kritva Stirarupi Syad Chakradi Vilopanam.
Very good. Relax. And now let us try the next asana, which is the last asana for today, which is Shavasana. So in Shavasana, lie down completely flat on the ground, lie down on your mat. Yes, so lie down on your mat, relax your feet, relax your hands, unclutch from your body entirely, completely unclutch from your body, all right? And unclutch from your mind as well. Do not engage with your thoughts.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramaशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् 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 ॐ परमशिवोऽहम्
Yes, so now we can come to a sitting position. Yes, and with this we have completed the sequence of the Trithiya Vinyasa Krama, the sequence of 508 asanas. Congratulations to all of you. And yes, and tomorrow we are going to be starting with the Trithiya Vinyasa Krama Yoga. We are going to be starting again with the sequence of 108 asanas. So please join us again tomorrow at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, and for another amazing session of the Nithyananda Yoga. And again, remember that, remember to tune in at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the live satsang and darshan of Swamiji. And Swamiji is coming for satsang every day at 9:30 a.m. Standard Time for the occasion, for the celebration of Mahashivratri, where Swamiji is revealing the cosmic secrets. So do not miss, make sure you're tuned in. And with this, let us end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Parukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you would like more information about how to join our KAILASA Vasi or how to attend the Paramashiva Sena program that is happening at the start of every month, scan the QR code that you see here and fill out the form and we'll reach out to you. Thank you, and Nithyanandam will see you again tomorrow.